What's going on, guys? Noah Sanford here. Welcome back to the Thursday Fishing Report as usual. As you can see here, we are at Hemingway. I've got the launch ramp right behind me. Just pulled off the water. It is just 5 minutes after 6 o'clock right now on Thursday. So by the time you're seeing this, it's probably going to be more like 7 or 8 o'clock or beyond. But I have been fishing all day long, and I'll tell you what, man, the fishing today was tough. Before we jump in to the regular fishing report and everything we're going to talk about, I want to ask you guys really quickly, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads, as well as the weekly fishing reports. And please drop a like and a comment down below. It really helps the channel out and helps these videos do well. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and talk about the fishing report. I apologize for any wind noise. It did start to get a little bit windy out here this afternoon. I got on the water today with the guy I went out with at about 6 o'clock. We met down here about 5:45. We were pulling out of the marina at about 6, and we are just barely pulling off the water at 6 o'clock. We spent almost 12 hours straight on the water today, and it was honestly pretty tough. Believe it or not, it was textbook ideal conditions today. Overcast, pretty calm with a slight breeze, some slight chop all day long. You know, we found so many areas with bait, so many areas with grass, and the fish just weren't having it today. I don't know what it was, but we got on a good topwater bite this morning around, let's see, we made a pretty far run today. We fished one of the other arms of the lake, so we weren't actually fishing until probably about closer to 7 o'clock, probably right around 7 o'clock. And we got on them real well in the morning. We found a couple really good areas with some good healthy grass, lots of bait, some bluegill, and we did well. The guy I was fishing with, Chris, he caught a couple really nice ones on a topwater walking bait. I caught a pretty decent one on a jig. I mean, we did pretty well. And in the first couple hours, we were like, man, this is shaping out to be a good day. We probably had, we had a couple really solid keepers and probably filled out limit by, 8 or 8:30. And we were like, man, this is gonna be a good day. And from about 8:30 on, man, it just totally shut off. Now, to be fair, we were fishing a lot of new water today, a lot of unfamiliar water. As you guys know, we're getting ready for the One Bass Lake Mead Open out here. So I'm spending a lot of time in different parts of the lake I don't normally spend time in. And so that definitely played a factor as well today. Just the fact that we were fishing brand new water that I wasn't super familiar with. But point being, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys how we caught the fish today and how we were able to get those successful bites in these successful areas. So a big factor when it actually came down to getting those successful bites was finding the areas with healthy grass and bait, right? You guys have heard me talk about that a lot recently in the last couple of weeks, and it's really key this time of year to find those areas with healthy grass. And when you find that healthy grass, you're always gonna find the bait. That's just how it works out here on Lake Mead. It's how it works on most lakes, but especially out here on Lake Mead. If you find healthy grass in a cove with some sand or some gravel, you're gonna find the bait. That's just how it works. And so the first couple areas we started at, we found that healthy grass, and what do you know, we found the bait. Once you find the bait, it's pretty dang easy to find the bass. And that's why we killed them the first couple hours, did really well, caught a bunch of fish. After that though, we started experimenting in different areas that didn't really have much bait, didn't really have much grass. We'd come across a fish here or there, we'd go an hour without a bite. Oh, we catch a fish here, catch a fish there. And it was all kind of one-off fish from there. And that's because we weren't really targeting those key areas with grass and bait. Now, don't get me wrong, you can definitely catch big fish fishing for one-off fish. And what I mean by that is, there's kind of two types of fishing out here. There's bait fishing and then there's structure fishing. You can either fish for those schooling bass on those schools of shad, or you can fish more so like the structure points. And we started out this morning fishing with the schooling fish and the schooling bait fish, and that's how we got a majority of our bites. And then we started kind of structure fishing. We still got a few decent bites and some decent fish, but when you really want to find, what you really want to find out here is those really healthy areas with a lot of that bait and grass. I know I'm hammering the same point, but really, guys, when it comes down to it, once we found those areas, we were catching them on topwater, we were catching them on a swim bait, we were catching them on a jig. It didn't really even matter what we threw because those fish were fired up, they were active, they were feeding. So as long as you threw something that kind of looked like something they are used to eating, you caught fish. So go out there this weekend, guys, and make sure you are looking for those healthy areas with lots of bait. When you find that bait, you're gonna find the bass. When it comes to actually finding those areas, look for the sandy coves, look for the gravel areas, that kind of stuff. Not too steep, but not too shallow. I like kind of a 30 to 45 degree angle contour of the actual shore going into the water. That's kind of the contour angle that I like to find those areas. The grass usually grows really well in that kind of degree angle range. You get what I'm saying. But anyways, guys, really quickly too, I want to talk about the wind conditions. I know we usually do that first, but we're doing it last since I started rambling from the start. Wind is supposed to be not bad at all this weekend. As long as you get out there in the mornings, you should be all right. Water temperature today was between 82 and 83 degrees pretty consistently. Depending on where you're at on the lake, it might be 80 or 81, but most areas of the lake are going to be 82, 83 degrees. So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Go out there, find those healthy areas. I'm absolutely cooked right now from being out here all day long. I'm going to go home and eat a burger and probably go to bed. So appreciate you guys always watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. My name is Noah Sanford. As always, we'll see you guys out on the water.